Here we go. Thank you, lovely lady. So you are seeing on your screen, and because you're muted, you may recognize this, but it's at Chalice Well, where the water comes down through its channels to King Arthur's court, the lovely enclosed place where there's the healing pool. And as it enters King Arthur's court, it comes down this beautiful cascade, a waterfall. And I love this image. It's not a picture that I took, but I love how it captures the essence and the light and the flow. You can almost hear it. And if you've been with me to Glastonbury and gone to Chalice Well, I imagine some of the echo of its flow will be with you as we do this meditation. But I want to share, because I'm recording this and other people will ultimately maybe come to it. This is the 6th new moon meditation of this that I have presented. It's the 7th new moon, and I just could not get things in order for June. And there will remain 5 new moons until in December, and I would hope to be offering one every month for those. In prior meditations that I've invited people to come together, oh, one last thing, because it's sitting right here. Here is, now spray it around me and just hold out your hands or open your heart. These are waters that are from both Chalice Well and the Lightspring. So we're going to begin with a little of this just to go around. Woo, it's right on the screen, so it's coming right at you. So it's beautiful energies surrounding us in the image and in what you received through the wonders of the internet. So backing up one last place before we go into a time of meditation, I want to show you, because I've done this about 3 of the 5 times. This is my, what did I say this was? This is, I had it before. It's the 7th month. It's the 6th one. I would often draw a card reading for myself to guide me for what we might do with a Glastonbury cards, the tarot. So sure enough, all these beautiful ones came out today, and I thought you'd enjoy seeing the first card that literally flew out of the deck, and it's for all of us, for you, for me, is Merlin, who is the magician. So I'm getting goosebumps showing you this card, the magician, because it is Merlin and his beautiful, empowering energies. Everything we need for whatever it is coming towards us to handle, to be a part of, to offer, we have everything with us. The resources, whatever the tools need be, and whatever it is you will need. So that was the card that came, boom, right out of the deck, followed by, to confirm that, this card, which is empowerment, and it may be a little, I think my camera's a little fuzzy. This beautiful card, look at that lightning, and again, a person in a red robe in empowerment. And I always usually draw 3 cards. A beautiful, beautiful sacred geometry of the Vesica. That is this last card. Again, an indication of resources for what is needed for your journey from here, whatever it is that you are journeying with and to. And tonight we're all journeying together in this beautiful place. There's always an underlying card at the bottom of the deck, and it was patience. I'm sure you all do well with having patience, so, and this hand will shake. So anyway, so there's patience, and we all will be given that too. Thank goodness I'm getting some patience, because, okay. But right beyond there, the most beautiful card in the deck for me, also underneath the star card. And that's the beautiful landscape of all of the Tor and Wirial Hill. So all of these beautiful energies are here with us in our time together. And tomorrow, as we are here, we are on the eve of the Leo new moon. So just yonder, the sun going down is in a very close dance already with Grandmother Moon. And I brought images of both the sun and the moon. And something today just got me thinking about this. Knowing how powerful new moons are, partly because they're with us all day. And unless we are people sleeping in the day and working all night, that's one of the reasons for its incredible power. But the other thing that presented itself to me as a knowing is that as grandmother moon and grandfather sun are so beautifully joined, it is grandmother moon's light that comes to us all the more powerfully through grandfather sun's lens. So thinking about the solar and lunar energies brought together so powerfully. And I just want to offer that at least was a new, real kind of like, wow, I kind of get it now, why new moons are so powerful. Well, as we enter into a time, there are two things I'd like to do when we go into a silence with together in this beautiful circle that is gathered. And I know there are others who intended to be here, would like to be here, who are simply tuning in or will tune in later to the recording. So we're a circle bigger than this in terms of people joining hearts and spirit to be together in meditation around these wonderful energies. But just so I don't forget it later, what I'll do, so I won't disrupt too much of the end of the meditation, but as a note to you that the meditation is coming to an end, I will be once again ringing, and it'll be kind of faint through the speaker, the Koshi chime. And this chime is tuned to the energies of water. So at the end of the meditation, after the silence that we will get to, when I feel that we're complete, I will ring the chimes. If you feel complete upon return and would rather just be gently off to yourselves and the rest of your evening, by all means, we wish you well and bid you a wonderful good night. I'm glad to stay on and have further discussions with anybody who would like to be a part of that. So in the email, I always draw inspiration from an astrologer who I have come to just find, I'm so greatly in respect of her in the authenticity of what she shares and how she empowers people to determine what it is she's saying and how it resonates with you. And time after time, the incredible foresight that helps me navigate. She divides up these messages in the part of the month for the new moon that's coming up, so like half of July. And now we're getting into the end of the cycle to the new moon, the seed of the full moon starting off the day after tomorrow. And she gives like the whole of that part of the month in the next message. So what she did in this one, and there was so much there of, there's no way I would try to synthesize it. So I put it in there for you to go to if you wish. But she in particular talks about the ignition point of this new moon for the rest of the year. And I just find it an incredibly lovely concept and exciting. I'm in hopes that my speaker doesn't go out on me and no one will be able to do anything but send me a note, but is everybody still hearing me? Yes, I see that. It's very good. Within that email, as Pam suggested, going into any new moon, it's a seed planting time. The questions she suggested for us to consider were these two. So you might have done some thought about them ahead of time, but if you haven't, certainly within the meditation tonight, and most appropriately tomorrow, to consider them more and maybe journal about them. The power of the one that you showed us there, the power of a wish. Do I have that right, Benita? I may not, sorry, but you showed it to us. I think I got it. But the questions are these. What have you outgrown? What have I outgrown? We're 6 months into 2022. What have you outgrown? And the second question, what newness is trying to emerge for the sake of my evolution. What newness, what's trying to come out? What newness is emerging from within me that will assist and support and encourage my evolution? And the more that we can evolve to allow this, the more the gift of your light comes out to the world within and without. So I encourage you to keep those questions in mind. I'm going to bring us into a more centered place, and ahead of the quiet, I want us to share some healing thoughts for water. But first, and it was the other thing I gave a connection to within the email, at least pointed you to, if you didn't want to hear the first 20 minutes, because the astrology wasn't of that much interest, but at about minute 20 to about 22, Pam Gregory teaches this very simple, beautiful breathing that helps to ground and resource and bring you into coherence. So I'll do a version of it tonight. It's really very simple, so I'm going to give you my version of it. But the more we can be in coherence with our inner selves and with our hearts, the more our light shines for ourselves and the whole of the world. She suggests to tap into the emotions that most support coherence, which she identifies as the emotions of love, of joy, of gratitude, of peace. And being within any of those emotions helps to bring you into coherence. And I see that as, for myself, almost as a way to ground. But it helps to bring you, like, get all those ducks in a row, something on that order, and the more whimsical way. But the more you are in coherence with your true self, with your heart, the more you are of service to yourself and your journey and to all of the world. And it's in this, as she describes so well, crazy, wonderful, chaotic time, we need a place and a method easily reached and practiced on at least once, if not more times on any given day. And so that's how I'm going to bring us into our meditation. After we do a little bit of this breathing, and at this point, of course, closing your eyes or blinking your screen off if you want to just I will have myself still on, but you sure don't have to keep track of me because my eyes are going to be closed. So hoping that I'm going to try plugging my speaker in just a little bit in case it's low on batteries. It doesn't always warn me if it's going to go out. Okay. All right. I think we got a little support there. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'll invite us now to close our eyes. Just let the tension, let your shoulders relax. I mean, seriously, sometimes I'm up at 6 and by 7:30, it feels like my shoulders are already trying to get a little bit up and going. It's like, let them relax. So just come fully into yourself. If your feet are crossed, I certainly suggest that you uncross them and put them flat on the ground, on the floor. And although I'm sitting outside in this beautiful little deck of mine that's new, and the ground is maybe 3 feet below my feet, there is ground beneath you, no matter where it is that you are sitting, and feel just let your energy sink down to the soles of your feet, all the way down to that ground, no matter how near, maybe just inches below you, maybe directly under your feet. Let's take a moment, let your shoulders relax, bring your energy down, let it dance in your heart, and then all the way down to your feet. And then let it drop even further. Let your beautiful core energy communicate with Mother Earth beneath you. The embrace that she offers every day, gravitationally. She's always holding us. Feel that connection. And there is a point often described that there is a point to which your light is connected deep down in Mother Earth. Some see it as a crystal. Some just know that there is a point that this beautiful light to which you are bridging, earth to sky, heaven to earth, coming through all of your energy systems, your beautiful physical self, down through your feet, down through your earth star, down to the point of connection that Mother Earth offers. Feel how she's reaching and offering you that beautiful embrace. And we celebrate our connections individually and in this beautiful circle of gathered lighted souls this night, this eve of the Leo new moon. So bring that energy, that loving energy up, the embrace holding us. And with us in this circle are our guides. Ask your guides to come and be with us tonight. Your allies, your spirit friends, your angels. Call out in whatever way makes sense to you and just invite them to be here. Let's enlarge this circle to our celestial, angelic, and spirit helpers. They're delighted to take part as we are mindful and aware of their presence. We are in these circles quite connected with the beautiful energies of the waters of Avalon. And so it is that I call upon the Lady of the Well, the spirit of the Lightspring, giving thanks for their magic, marvel, and mystery, their beauty, that which some of us have been in direct connection with in some wonderful past point, and yet still vitally and wonderfully linked. For a moment, think of what place with water means so much to you. I mean, clearly for me, Avalon, but what is a place with water? Take yourself there in your imagination. I forgot to do the breathing. Put that aside. Sorry. I get excited. But we'll get to the water. Let's go into our hearts, just so we are completely grounded. And as Pam Gregory suggests, let your heart fall into your heart with the next breath. Feel yourself going into your heart. And breathe, let the heart be your breath. Let your heart be the breathing. And so before we go dancing with water, let's just take a moment to breathe into our heart. And on the next breath, as you exhale, pause at the end of the exhale and just let there be a silence to deepen your connection to your breath and to your heart. Breathing that beautiful energy of your heart into yourself again, in whatever rhythm and depth is inviting you. Know that the coherence of love, of light, of your heart center is all the more activated, available. And Pam Gregory offers more details as I suggested, but we have ourselves breathing here in this beautiful circle, connected with the heart of Mother Earth and Avalon. And now for the waters before we turn to quiet. Let us praise the waters that are within each of us. And behind me is singing a hermit thrush as we start this. Beautiful hermit thrush, likely not audible, but singing with us in this circle. Praising the waters of ourselves. Take yourself in your imagination to a place that is of great beauty that you enjoy of water, a waterfall, a stream, the ocean. Go and be with it for these moments. Offer it your gratitude. Offer it healing thoughts. Give thanks for its presence in your life. And now let us as a group think of places where in the world that are needed, that have water that needs healing or need water for the healing of any circumstances that are now in a drought or a fire or any place. Let us as a group bring in our beautiful thoughts of water, the power of it, the unending gifts of it, and let us send to a place in the world that you know needs this. Let us, as this group then, send thoughts of love and light to the waters, sending waters, if that is what is needed, to these places in the world. The power of our gathered energies, intentions is vast. It is limitless. the waters of ourselves, of our streams, of whatever favorite place we've visited, and of the place in the world that we focused healing thoughts. All give thanks to each of us and to all of us in this circle, those gathered now and those joining us in the future. And so it is that this, in our gathering, this meditation is now complete. Find yourself in a comfortable place situated where you're sitting. If there is a place that you would love to go to in your mind's and heart's imagination for these next minutes, relax yourself more deeply into your heart's awareness and allow yourself to go there as we spend time now together in this beautiful circle in serenity, in peace, in silence. Calling you back and thanking you all for joining, coming together in this beautiful circle, this beautiful evening. Know that any prayers that we have sent together are certainly activated by this beautiful circle and by our guides and helpers. We give them thanks for joining us. We give thanks to the waters that bless us each and every day, as ordinary as that which flows from our tap. The waters within us which support us in this life we are in, this journey we are on. Knowing that as a collective of love, joined with so many others, collectives and groups pursuing this and similar practices and hard work, that the power of transformation activated through the love shared and the power that is unleashed are indeed helping us to evolve, moving towards a good, peaceful, and abundant earth. We must not lose faith. We must not lose hope. And it is a group such as this coming together, celebrating the cycles of the beautiful sun and moon, honoring Mother Earth, this beautiful tribe of us that continues to bring heart and hope to each and all of us. So with that, I thank you for being a part of this. I will end this recording now. If you wish to depart, do so with our thanks.